Good morning and welcome to the Morning Blend Extra. Today is Friday, May 16th. I'm Jake Pearson. Coming up on today's show, we have graduation day memories. We'll take a look at some trampoline parks and we'll learn a thing or two about landscaping. But first, let's take a quick look at the forecast. So taking a look out there right now, once again, we do want to warn you, we do have the first alert bug up there for today. Again, you can see there, fire danger, blowing dust. We really want to turn your attention as well to those 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts that are going to be possible today. So definitely something to be sure of, and definitely never a bad idea to be downloading that First Alert Weather app right there on your phone. You can get those weather updates wherever you are. Moving into Saturday there, we're actually going to see a 20-degree drop-off there, a high of 66 on our Armed Forces Day. Moving into Sunday, Aaron and the gang are leaving to head to Washington, D.C. for Vets Roll. That's going to be a high of 70 degrees. And then as we move into Monday and the rest of the week, we're cooling off again and we're bringing back a little bit of rain. It looks like we've got rain chances Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with highs in the low, I suppose, to mid 60s there on Thursday, high of 62 on Monday, a high of 60 there on Tuesday and Wednesday, and a high of 66 there on Thursday. Once again, never a bad idea to download that WIFR First Alert Weather app to get all of your updates for any of those weather conditions that we have on our forecast. Live pictures out there right now from our primetime audio video East State Street cam, and it's nice to see, especially with all that rain that we've got here coming up on the forecast, nice to see a little bit of that sunshine while we still have it here. So definitely drink it all up, get out there and enjoy it while you still can. Turning to some of our top stories here today, you may have friends or family that have graduated or will graduate this month. It was an especially memorable time for one student because not only did she graduate from Indiana University this week, but so did her father. Reporter Jessica Grunling has the story.
It's contagious. The joy Liv Clements and Reggie Johnson share.
It's going to be a great story to tell.
A story of father and daughter graduating college together.
I just can't wait, and doing it with him, it makes it feel like it's just going to be 10 times better.
Reggie started working at IU more than 20 years ago. He worked in various departments.
Supported my family, so it was really easy for me to maintain, and the people were great.
It also made it an easy choice for Liv when she was picking a school. During that process, her dad started looking at the possibility of going to IU too.
It's like a casual day, and sitting on the couch, he's like, I think I might, go too, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
I was like, oh, I'm going back to school.
He said, they told him about the tuition benefits and all of that, and of course that comes into play.
But my main focus was making sure she had the experience that she was going to, anticipate.
It was better than she could have imagined, especially with her dad by her side.
There's not one milestone I've went through or he's went through that we haven't been a part of it together. And so it doesn't feel like it would have made sense to not do this together.
They motivated each other to get to class, had some late night study sessions, and grabbed lunch on campus.
So she'll get out of class and she'll stop by and, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? Like, oh, let's meet at the IMU or let's meet at the library. So it was really great because it was like a support system.
That's why it kind of makes me sad that we're graduating. It's like the little memories that I remember now of when I'd be like, hey, where you at? I'm trying to study. He's like, oh yeah, me too. Or you want to go to class together today? And
4 years later, it's another milestone together. Reggie gets to be the proud dad and proud grad, showing his daughter you can accomplish anything at any age.
It'll tug on the heart a little bit to know that, she's completed so much and I was able to go back and get this degree.
It's never been just about me through this process. And I just couldn't be more proud of him.
Quite a wonderful, sweet story there. And of course, congratulations to all the grads who will be graduating this year. Head into the weekend by firing up the grill because today is National Barbecue Day. Many grillers have their own special barbecue sauce recipe, but many feature a mixture of ketchup, mustard, Worcestershire sauce, brown sugar, soy, and molasses. Historians say the first documentation of barbecue was on the island of Hispaniola, and there's proof Christopher Columbus saw indigenous tribes there cooking meat over an open flame. As for the U.S., residents across the Southeast often brag about their respective barbecue style, but it reportedly originated in North Carolina. Coming up, if you're looking to update your outdoor space, we'll talk all about landscaping after the break.
From the future, from the hard-hitting action of your Rockford IceHawks.
Shot on it, Slaggert scores! Takes it down to the goal line, draped it across, they score! It's Joey Anderson with a hat trick!
Local baseball action with your Beloit Sky Car.
He's at the wall, and that ball is gone!
to watching the best high school teams across Illinois battle in IHSA football and basketball championships. Exciting college basketball from the MVC. To the now of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Score! Here's Bernard with a shot. Scores! What a goal!
The Chicago Bulls.
Drives it all the way. Dunk it, Kobe White. Get up or get out the way.
And the Chicago White Sox. The hottest sports action can be seen on the channels of WSLN, the State Line's home for sports.
Spring in the State Line means severe weather season is here.
A powerhouse storm system.
But you're safe because you watched First Alert Weather, and you get the first alert with forecast for where you live. WIFR First Alert Weather, putting you first.
At Gray Digital Media, we craft engaging campaigns that grab attention and get results. Extending your message across all platforms. Gray Digital Media. We know local. GDMRockford.com.
At WIFR, local news is all about you. News in your neighborhood. Your first alerts to severe weather. Hometown sports. You're informed from people you trust, right here in your community, and not somewhere else. A team that's invested in your hometown as much as you are. Wherever and however you're watching, WIFR, your community, your news.
Welcome back to the Morning Blend Extra. We are joined by Nico Reza of Nico's Landscaping. Nico, thank you so much for coming out of the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glad to be
So, yeah, obviously, I think it kind of gives it away when we say Nico's Landscaping here. But, who are you and what do you really do?
Well, yeah, so I'm Nico, of course, here. But actually, the Nico's Landscaping team is much more than just me. So our crew, they do a phenomenal job. Our team, it's, I give thanks to them because they're the ones who really do the hard work. But yeah, a little bit of what we do, we service residential, commercial, full service as far as kind of your softscape, which is like your plant design, plant installs, changing up your landscape, sprucing things up, and then like you have a little bit of your hardscaping. So we do that as well. We offer drainage, snow removal services, full maintenance, kind of one-stop shop.
Yeah, absolutely. We're taking a look at the pictures right there on the screen right now. That's some beautiful work right there. And then, obviously, how long have you guys been in service? Obviously, you take a look at your face. I mean, got a baby face, you're looking young. How long have you guys been around for?
Yeah, so officially we've been around about 8 years or so.
All right.
So yeah, been learning, since day one, but doing this since I was about 12, 13, somewhere in that age. So just started cutting grass and but yeah, officially the business has been around about that long.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that something kind of started kind of like, hey, in the backyard, and then just one day you're like, hey, you know what? I think I can do this. I can take this to the next level type of a thing.
So yeah, it's actually, it's an interesting story. So I'm actually kind of an entrepreneur at heart. I enjoy business and things of that sort. But when I was cutting grass, so I had a couple neighbors that I was cutting grass for. What happened was I was working other jobs and I was making more money cutting lawns on the side. So I said, well, let's try to revamp it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
What I did is I actually went out and got clients, passed out flyers and door knocked in my neighborhood. And then I decided, okay, well, and at the time I was actually using my neighbor's mower.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have a mower. I'd use his to cut to other people's and give him a really good deal.
Yeah.
But so then I went out and got some equipment, and that's basically how we got started.
Yeah.
Just just a quick bootstrap.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, throwing it together, making it work, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then obviously, I think you guys are over there in Belvedere, but what areas do you guys serve over there?
Yeah, so obviously we're pretty known in Belvedere, but all of the Rockford area, Chesney, Loves Park, we go up to for projects in Beloit, Roscoe, Rockton, pretty much anywhere it's, 30 to 45 to an hour outside of the Rockford area.
Yeah, wow, holy cow, you guys really do go far out there. And then obviously, what kinds of properties do you guys work on? Obviously, like you mentioned, you guys are, kind of an hour outside of Belvedere, so you guys are kind of covering a wide range of things.
Yeah, anything, like I said, residential and commercial. If someone wants a small project done, they just need some maintenance done, we can help them with that. If they want things totally revamped, new design, or it's a new build situation, of course, we're happy to do that. We can look at some plans, or we can even draw up a design and see whatever the customer may need.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, wonderful. It's springtime. Everybody's out there cutting their lawn right about now. So I have to imagine, are you guys pretty booked right about now, or what's kind of the process about going with that?
Yeah, we're definitely pretty booked up. If you're looking for stuff, if you have a project this spring, call, or even the summer, call now. Even if you're looking to get some fall services done, call now just so you can be on that list and make sure you get, whenever you need it done, basically, you can get it done. So call now if you have a project in mind. We can start in some preliminary stages, get some ideas on pricing, things of that sort, and definitely even for fall if you're looking for stuff as well. So that's the best way to go about it.
Yeah, and obviously, there's obviously stuff like, going out there, getting your grass cut that maybe doesn't take as much time, but one of these bigger projects, obviously this does take longer amounts of time. So you do want to kind of, get your name in there, throw your hat in the ring, and make sure that you get, as much time, as much work in by you guys as well, to make sure that works out the best as possible.
Yeah.
So then, of course, what is your guys' community involvement out there in Belvedere as well?
Yeah, so born and raised in Belvedere, the Rockford area has always just been it meant something to me to give back to those, just because this is where I grew up, and it meant a lot to me when I saw other organizations giving. I just always wanted to be a part of that. So just pretty much when we started, I just made it to a real thing that I want to be involved in the community. It's something I want to be known for as well. So we're involved in parades, different charity events, different fundraisers, things like that, all through Belvedere, all through Rockford. And we enjoy doing it. I really enjoy doing that, getting connected with the community. This past week, we were out delivering a bike, and it was just really exciting. It's just a good thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you guys just, are you guys just involved in the community out there in Belvedere? Obviously, I know you mentioned, you guys are quite a range of area. Do you guys help anywhere else?
Yeah, so we're involved with a charity in Rockford as well that we help out when we can, Mosaic. Yeah, there's a couple different things that we do, but always looking to try to do more.
Yeah, absolutely. And build a bike out there in Belvedere, too.
Yeah.
Were you there? Were you able to give out the bike? Were you there to see the reaction? How was that?
It's an awesome experience. They do a phenomenal job. We've been doing it for maybe 3 or 4 years. I know they've been doing it even before that. It started off pretty small, but the handblock team just does an awesome job.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, certainly some awesome stuff that you guys are doing over there at Nico's Landscaping as well. Nico, thank you so much again for coming out of the show.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you'd like to reach out for service, you can call the number on screen right now. That's 815-505-6777, or you can visit nicoslandscaping.com. Coming up after the break, we'll see what Aaron's up to at Urban Air Trampoline. Don't go anywhere.
From the future. From the hard-hitting action of your Rockford Ice Hawks.
Shot on net. Slaggert scores! It down to the goal line, draped it across, they score! It's Joey Anderson with a hat trick!
Local baseball action with your Beloit Skycar.
He's at the wall, and that ball is gone!
To watching the best high school teams across Illinois battle in IHSA football and basketball championships. Exciting college basketball from the MVC. To the now of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Score! Here's Bernard with a shot. Scores! What a goal!
The Chicago Bulls.
Drives it all the way. Dunk it, Kobe White. Get up or get out the way.
And the Chicago White Sox. The hottest sports action can be seen on the channels of WSLN, the State Line's home for sports.
Spring in the State Line means severe weather season is here.
A powerhouse storm system.
But you're safe because you watched First Alert Weather, and you get the First Alert with forecast for where you live. WIFR First Alert Weather, putting you first.
At Gray Digital Media, we craft engaging campaigns that grab attention and get results. Extending your message across all platforms. Gray Digital Media. We know local. GDMRockford.com.
At WIFR, local news is all about you. News in your neighborhood. Your first alerts to severe weather. Hometown sports. You're informed from people you trust, right here in your community, and not somewhere else. A team that's invested in your hometown as much as you are. Wherever and however you're watching, WIFR. Your community, your news.
Welcome back to the Morning Blend Extra. With the school year ending and summer vacation upon us, there's plenty of opportunities for affordable summer fun for the whole family. WIFR's Aaron Wilson had a blast at Urban Air Adventure Park in Rockford.
Urban Air, pretty much the corner of Perryville and State. Our good friend Jamie with us. Hello.
Hi.
You've got about the best job in the world.
I do.
And this is as quiet as this place ever gets.
You're never going to hear it quieter.
All right, so everyone who wants to know about Urban Air, just paint us a picture, if you will. I mean, I'm looking over our shoulders. I'm looking over the cameras. I see everything from rock climbing to
Rock climbing.
I'd love to try that, but I know we can't do it.
Bumper cars, 2 different kind of bumper cars, one that spins upside down while you're bumping. We've got Wipeout, which is behind us here, a inflatable arm. You have to jump over it while being on a trampoline. This amazing warrior course or big ball pit that you have to race your friends through. Like
we're about to here. We're gonna give it a whirl.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. So how does it work? I mean, do you get a membership? Can you come?
You can come daily, or you can get a membership. I would suggest a membership because guess what? That means you get to come every single day. What better way is there? Also, we have birthday parties. The best birthday ever. You want to come to Urban Air. You get free run of the whole park. You get to celebrate with all of your friends and be the hero, of course.
Walking by some of those rooms, they're perfectly decorated, ready to go.
Yeah, you don't even have to bring your own decorations. We do it for you. We have a party host that serves your food for you, and you, as a mom, you can sit back and do nothing.
How long do those parties last?
2 hours.
2 hours?
2 hours, and guess what? You do not have to leave after that.
So you're going to wear the kids out. You certainly are, no problem.
I am.
So let's again talk about the breakdown here of how it works. If you do have the membership or the daily, or do you get to go to everything? Is everything you see included?
We have 2 different levels of memberships. One is called our Ultimate. You get to do everything in the location. That one is $17.99 per child for a month. So every month you pay $17.99. You get to come every day.
That pays itself back in 2 visits.
Right. One visit.
One visit.
One visit. Yeah, you come on a daily pass and you're paying $35.99 for Ultimate.
Wow.
So it is definitely better to have a membership. And let's say you're a little guy that maybe can't do some of the bigger stuff. You can do a deluxe membership, which is only $13.99.
Okay.
So
excellent. What's your suggestion?
I would go with the membership because you get to come every day and you get to see me.
Perfect. And she is so warm and engaging. I mean, right when you walk in the door, folks are going to know they're ready to have some fun here.
They are ready to have fun.
Your favorite part about this?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can pick one. We also have a cafe. Cafe, the best pizza ever. You have to come try it to know. But honestly, seeing the kids go outside of their comfort zone, maybe racing their friend and they get to be the winner, that is amazing. The rock wall, you can race your friends up there, see who's quicker. That's amazing.
So I was thinking the bumper cars.
Bumper cars
can get intense over there, right?
They can, but you know what? There's 2 different ones. So if you're not sure about the one that spins, you can just go in the regular bumper cars.
Right when I walked in the door, I noticed there was another area there by the bumper cars. It was kind of up in the sky, if you will. What was that?
Oh my gosh, how could I forget the zip line? You get to fly in the sky. And then on the other side, there is a up in the air obstacle course, ropes course, if you will. You're harnessed in and you get to do different obstacles up in the air.
Again, parents have to love you. You get that energy out. Summer is upon us. You got to find things for the kids to do. I can't think of a better location. Where was this 45 years ago?
I know. It wasn't here because I would have been there.
Absolutely. So again, check them out. Urban Air, best place to go. Check it out online or come in and visit you in person.
Come in, visit me in person. You can also purchase tickets online ahead of time for any day of the week. We are open right now during non-school out hours, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then on the weekends, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday and 12 to 8 on Sunday. So like there is a lot of time you can come see us.
And not to put you on the spot, but busiest times of the week for you, what would that be? Saturdays.
Saturdays, hands down. We have the most birthday parties on Saturday, so that's obviously going to be the busiest, but it's still fun. You still have time to come.
So you get that 2-hour birthday party, you get done, you said you can still hang
out. You can stay till 9 p.m. if you'd like.
Oh yeah, you're going to really get the kids exhausted, get a lot of exercise energy going inside of them too. And again, best part for you here is just to see those smiles.
Those kids, yes, get to see them try something that maybe they were scared to do and we're encouraging them to try. That's my favorite part.
You've tried a few of this?
I have.
And
I'm not great.
You're not great.
I'm not great. I'll leave that for the kids.
But you admit it.
I do.
Did you think you were going to be really good?
No.
Because I have to admit, I think I almost pulled like my shoulder blade right when I tried that.
Yeah.
I got to go all the way
You
down
got
to the end.
all the way down to the end.
Should I see if I
You
can
got
do this?
Do it.
You think so?
Do it.
Okay. All right. Here we go. And I got to give it a little whoop out there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Ugh. I don't think this is going to work. Maybe another little swing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're laughing. Oh! That's it. I'm donezo. Come on in. The water's fine. Thank you, Jamie. Where'd you go? High five. Check them out. Urban Air.
Urban Air.
You'll do a lot better than I did, I promise. Thank you.
And you can bounce over to Urban Air Adventure Park at 7137 East State Street in Rockford. You can give them a call using the number on screen, and that's 779-243-0820, or you can check them out at urbanair.com. I'll tell you what, I feel like I was born a little too early there with those spinning bumper cars. Coming up next, a new series set in the 1970s Southwest and directed by J.J. Abrams debuts this weekend. We'll be right back.
From the future, from the hard-hitting action of your Rockford Ice
Shot
Hawks,
on net. Slaggert scores! Sit down to the goal line, draped it across, they score! It's Joey Anderson with a hat trick!
local baseball action with your Beloit Sky Car,
He's at the wall, and that ball is gone!
to watching the best high school teams across Illinois battle in IHSA football and basketball championships. Exciting college basketball from the MVC. To the now of the Chicago Blackhawks.
Score! Here's Bernard with a shot. Scores! What a goal!
The Chicago Bulls.
Drives it all the way. Dunk it! Dunk it, Kobe White! Get up or get out the way!
And the Chicago White Sox. The hottest sports action can be seen on the channels of WSLN, the State Line's home for sports.
Welcome back to the Morning Blend Extra. A getaway driver for a mob boss and a young FBI agent cross paths in a new streaming series. David Daniel has a look.
How do you feel about violence?
Duster began with a vision J.J. Abrams shared with his series co-creator LaToya Morgan.
He saw a phone booth in the middle of the desert, and he said a muscle car drives up, and he said, I think Josh Holloway gets out and answers the phone.
What would you think?
Where are we going?
When it happens, you say yes. Well, the answer is yes, I'll be there when you need me there.
There she is, the rookie who thinks she can take down the Southwest Al Capone. You're pretty intense.
It's because I play to win.
The producers saw hundreds of potential Ninas before finding Rachel Hilson.
Rachel really brought this great combination of strength and tenacity, but also really beautiful vulnerability.
And then, you go into like what kind of person joins the FBI, learns other languages, and then you sort of dive into the 70s of it all. What about the Duster? Who's the driver?
Magic on wheels.
The early 70s setting made Holloway nostalgic.
And I'm stuck in that era with the music I love and the cars I love, and slipping into that was quite easy.
Hit them fast, hit them hard, live to see another day. You ever see Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid? You want to be Newman or Redford?
Newman.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And that's going to wrap up the Morning Blend Extra for today. Thank you